I wanted to give you a little preemptive message here this morning before you read this email. I've entitled this one, What to Do When God Feels So Far Away. And earthly things can make us feel like God is just distant because when something happens that causes us to feel afraid, to be in shock, to be dismayed and discouraged, that's when those feelings get so big and those feelings are all we can see. See, God never leaves us nor forsakes us. He never, ever does. But when those feelings get so big and they are all we can see, that's when we have to be in the habit of remembering God so that he can put us back together again. Because as soon as we turn our attention to him, he does that. In Romans 8, it says, Yet in the midst of all these things, we triumph over them all, for God has made us to be more than conquerors. And his demonstrated love, that means what he showed us his love for us through the death and resurrection of Christ. It says, His demonstrated love is our glorious victory over everything. Verse 38, so now I live with the confidence that there is nothing in the universe with the power to separate us from God's love. I'm convinced that His love will triumph over death, life's troubles, fallen angels, dark rulers. There's nothing in our present or future circumstances that can weaken His love. Verse 39, there is no power above us nor beneath us, no power that could ever be found in the universe that can distance us from God's passionate love, which is lavished upon us through our Lord Jesus Christ, the Anointed One. Love has made us more than conquerors in 4 ways. There's no situation in life that can defeat us or dilute God's love, meaning make it weaker. Number 2, we know that divine love and power work for us to be victorious in all things. Number 3, we share in the victory spoils. We share in what we gain from our troubles over every enemy that we face. And number 4, we have conquered the conqueror with merely a glance, a remembering glance up to God with our worshiping eyes. Because we see as his children, we have won his heart. You, my friend, have won his heart, his very heart. Let me read to you something Oswald Chambers said just quickly. He says, Paul was speaking here of the things that might seem likely to separate us from God. But the remarkable thing is that nothing can come between the love of God and a saint, meaning a child of God. The things Paul mentioned in this passage can and do disrupt the close fellowship of our soul with God and separate our natural life from him, but none of them is able to come between the love of God and the soul of any child of God on a spiritual level. The underlying foundation of the Christian faith is the undeserved, limitless miracle of the love of God exhibited on the cross. Huge waves that would frighten an ordinary swimmer produce a tremendous thrill for the surfer who has ridden them. Let's apply that to our own circumstances, the things we try to avoid and fight against. Tribulation, suffering, trials, they're the very things that produce abundant joy in us when we get to know the God of gods. He is our Father. Today in this email, I tell you a personal story from my life that I hope touches your heart, maybe a little bit the way it touched mine when it happened. But it was a year of great loss for me, and there were days that was all I could see, but God had not gone anywhere. In fact, he was closer than ever and met me on this day 21 years ago in a way that I had never experienced before. I bless you this day. I bless you this season to know more deeply the one who loves you, oh, so much and has so much planned for you. Just continue to have a heart open to him, remembering him when something happens. We get in that habit when things are going well. Then when something happens, baby, we're going to remember to, oh, I've got to look to God. I've got to include God in this that I'm going through. And see, that's a choice we learn to make. We practice making that. So I bless you as you read this story from my life today, and I hope it touches you.